value is important, and not being a technologist or a futurist or being innovative for the sake of being innovative. Delusion is a very scary place where a lot of people go when they are given a little too much freedom.
Okay, guys, here with Gary Vaynerchuk. Just finished his keynote address with Financial Brand Forum. Thanks, Gary.
Yeah,
just killed it. I think one of the major things that you brought up today and tried to leave the audience with is they really have to do things differently. They cannot continually be stuck with thinking about making excuses.
Yes, or holding the past on a pedestal. You know, to me, the lack of common sense, the disproportionate, non-consumer centric DNA. There's just a lot going on right now in modern day marketing that keeps me baffled, and I want to continue to put pressure on it. A, selfishly, because I think I'll be historically correct and that will lead to opportunities, and B, because it feels amazing when you run into somebody like Yuri just now who says, hey, I listened to your things and good things happen. You know, that feels remarkable. Impacting people's lives or companies is an incredible high, and having admiration is an incredible ambition of mine, and so it feels good.
Well, and it's important too. Again, we're talking about a very stable industry that doesn't feel the pain that retail does, doesn't feel the pain that hospitality has.
The height of the black car taxi industry was the year before Uber was invented.
Right. Yeah.
Like, you know, great. Like, prosperity is usually the indicator to turmoil.
So is Amazon the biggest threat to banking from your perspective?
100%.
And it's because of what?
They have the consumer.
Yeah.
Amazon, Apple, Netflix, they have the consumer. Even Spotify, they have data. They have lots of access. But I think Amazon, because it has permission, you know?
We pay $125 a year so that we can shop. Who would have thought that 8 years ago?
Well, you do it because everything else is then free shipping and you're saving a fortune.
Well, now every retailer has free shipping and they raise their prices by 20%. And how many people left? I do this great thing where I have people raise their hand. How many of you have Amazon Prime? Everybody raise their hand. I asked how many thought about closing it when they increased the price? Three, four people. How many closed it? And they said, we didn't close it. But again, who would have thought that you pay for the right and that money retail?
Again, it's, to me, the reason it's not paying for the right is because everybody understands common sense and they realize they're amortizing their shipping costs.
Yeah.
Plus, Amazon's so smart, they're giving you the Prime content for free, right? You get the Netflix, Hulu, Disney competitor along with that package. That's been one of their bigger challenges, to make sure everybody in America knows that they have the Prime subscription when they have a Prime account.
Right.
Listen, Amazon, unless the government gets involved, and unless Bezos jumps off of being CEO, Bezos in a pure capitalistic environment will continue to innovate and continue to be successful because he is consumer centric.
So in Crush It, in your great bestseller book and the previous book to that, you talk about the fact of entrepreneurship and thinking like an entrepreneur. Within a traditional corporate setting, do corporations have to give the ability for these people to think on their own, promote on their own, in behalf of the company? I mean, not destructive, but...
Yeah, I mean, entrepreneurship is something I am not an expert in. What I would say is this: any great company will allow its players to be put in the best position to succeed. And if you are fortunate enough to have innovative thinkers, people that are on the offense, who are not delusional. I think one of the things that I'm passionate about is, for all my sizzle and all my new thoughts, I'm grounded in business practicality. I notice a lot of people that follow me come and pitch these wild ideas in their company that are gonna happen. They're like, hey bank, let's do VR. And they think it's cool. And so I think companies need to allow their thinkers to think, but thinkers or innovators or people on the offense in these companies need to understand that they're lucky enough to be in an organization that gives them some freedom. They can't come with like, let's do a Pokemon Go like thing in AR for our bank, because that doesn't make any sense.
Yeah.
Like, everything I was pushing up there will work today. Like, today it will work to run thoughtful Facebook ads that tell people why your branch is a better branch than the one down the street. Today, running, on this day, tax day, a piece of LinkedIn content as a credit union of like, have you thought about these 6 unknown ideas, which then builds affinity that says, who is this company that just helped me? Click, oh wait, is this something I could consider? Value is important, and not being a technologist or a futurist or being innovative for the sake of being innovative. Delusion is a very scary place where a lot of people go when they are given a little too much freedom.
Well, one of the key elements that you also talk about is the fact that we've really moved from a more transactional mentality and industry to really an emotional industry that where people are wanting to, they don't want to be sold. They want to like, they want the engagement, they want those type of things, and social provide that, correct?
Yes, but the industry has not gone away from transactional.
Yeah.
The industry is, let me rephrase, the industry is disproportionately short-term transactional.
Yeah.
And, I think that creates some short-term benefits, but oftentimes the retention is going to be an issue. And I think more importantly, the products and services that banks and credit unions are providing versus the alternative products and services that are emerging from an internet-first competitor is something that's going to cause a lot of friction.
Is there any room for mass media anymore?
Super Bowl's amazing. Super Bowl's amazing. Yeah. I love Super Bowl. Product integration. If you're a national bank and the next Seinfeld or Friends is a show, if I'm a bank, instead of doing now we're talking top 10 banks, so let me contextualize this. But if you're a top 10 bank or a top 10, let's just use this, a top 10 bank, instead of spending $50 million on television commercials that nobody sees, I'd rather go give a big time production company $10 million to be the sponsor of a new show on Netflix called ATM, where the whole show transpires around ATMs, and it is literally your company, actually, not a made up bank. The Ed Sullivan Show was funded and created by the Lincoln Town Car Company. People forget that history. Television started with brands funding it. Commercials came later. I believe now that commercials are going to be disappearing because we're watching streaming. I do believe that Netflix and Hulu and Amazon will test commercials. My intuition is if they're smart, they're going to do product integration. And I think, look, let me give you another one. I've always thought that a big car company with the trucks should do a show called The Tailgate, where the whole show, again, is at a tailgate. Yeah. And it's your truck is the family's truck, Toyota, Ford, and that works.
Well, it's interesting because watching the Masters yesterday, how mature the whole brand placement and lack of advertising becomes. It's amazing what can be done.
Or the new world we live in. On Twitter, the number one thing that people were talking about was Tiger chewing gum. And so we have a gum client. So I called them. This is Sunday now. You got to move fast. I'm like, hey, dude, there's I don't know if you guys saw it, one of the award show, the Fiji water girl, right? Woman. I think they call it, that's more away. Guys, nobody watches commercials. Nobody goes through direct mail carefully. Nobody's going to page 37 of a magazine looking at the ad carefully. The world has changed. I'm sorry. Farming used to be our number one industry. Things happened. Sears was number one. Walter Cronkite was, America's dad. Things change. I'm sorry, things change. Things have changed.
Hey, thank you for taking a minute. We're plugging things between a lot of things, but you did a great job today. Really appreciate all you did for the financial brand. Great to have you. Thank you.
Hey.